Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum my YouTube students. Dear students, today we are going to discuss our topic surd of second order and their application. First, let us discuss what is surd and then we will move to its applications. An irrational radical with rational radicand is called surd. This definition looks a bit difficult, so let's make it easy for you. Irrational radical with rational radicand. Okay, here this sign is called square root sign, is called radical sign. Fine. This A is called radicand. Whatever is inside the radical sign, means under root sign, that is called radicand, and this is called, N is called the index of the radical. Fine. Radicand means whatever inside the radical sign, that is this one. Fine. That should be, it means that radicand should be rational. Fine. That radicand should always be rational, but their answer, this one, will give you the whole, this one will give you an irrational number. So let's see the first one. A is irrational. The result, nth root of A is an irrational number. Fine. For example, under root 3, yes, this is a surd. Under root 2 by 3, yes, this is also a surd. Fourth root of 10 are surds. Fine. These all are surds because that the inner one of radical sign are all irrational numbers. Fine. But here you can see this example, this one. But under roots, yes, square root pi and square root 2 plus square root of 5 are not surds. Because why they are not surds? Because the inner one is not a rational number. Instead it is an irrational number. This one is also 2 plus under root 5. Under root 5 is also an irrational number. The combination of rational plus irrational number is always an irrational number. Whatever is under the radical sign should be rational. Means under the radical sign should be a rational number. This should be rational. If it is irrational, so this will not be a surd. This is also, the inner one is also irrational number, so this is also not a surd. So here I think I need to explain what are rational and what are irrational numbers. First of all, let us discuss rational numbers. The numbers in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0, are called rational numbers. Fine. Like 1 upon 2, for example, 1 upon 2, 2, 3, as it can be written as in the form of P by Q, 3 by 1, 2 by 1, and 5 by 4, all are rational numbers. But what if when the numbers are not in fractional form, if they are in decimal form, then how we can recognize either this is a rational or this is an irrational number? There are further two subcategories of rational numbers. Number one is terminating decimal fraction. Number second is recurring and non-terminating decimal fraction. Terminating decimal fraction are those type of decimal fraction in which there are finite number of digits in the decimal part. These all type of fractions are called terminating decimal fraction. For example, 2 by 5, its answer will be 0.4. So here you can see that there are finite number of digits in its decimal part. Decimal part का मतलब है point के बाद वाला part. उसको आप काउंट कर सकते हैं, वो फाइनाइट नंबर डिजिट्स होते हैं, ठीक है। लेट्स टेक वन मोर एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस, लाइक 3/8. Here you can see that 3/8 is equal to 0.375. So here again in the decimal part, point के बाद वाले part में there are finite number of digits. There are 3 digits. So it means that the number of digits in the decimal part are finite is called terminating decimal fraction. And another type of decimal fraction is recurring and non-terminating decimal fraction. The decimal fraction in which some digits are repeating again and again in the same order in its decimal part is called recurring decimal fraction. For example, 2/9. Fine. Its answer will be 0.222 up to so on. So they are recurring. We cannot say that when the number is non-terminating in its decimal part, that is called irrational number. No, when the number is non-terminating, खत्म ना हो रहा हो लेकिन अपना एक specific pattern repeat कर रहा हो in the decimal part, when the number, again I am repeating, the decimal fraction in which some digits are repeated again and again in the same order is in its decimal part is called recurring decimal fraction. Or we can say that some digits are repeating in the specific order they are repeating itself. अपने आप को रिपीट कर रहे हैं एक स्पेसिफिक ऑर्डर में, तो वो कहलाती है हमारे पास नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग, खत्म तो नहीं हो रही लेकिन रिंग है, ठीक है। दिस इज कॉल्ड रिकरिंग एंड नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग डेसिमल फ्रैक्शन. Let's take another example where the specific pattern is repeating itself, like 4/11 is equal to 0.363636 up to so on. So the specific pattern is repeating itself. Pattern क्या है? 3 फिर 6 फिर 3 फिर 6 फिर 3 फिर 6, और आप इसे अगेन एंड अगेन आगे तक चलते जाएंगे, ये आपका 3 6 ही रिपीट होता जाएगा. So it means when the number in the decimal part is repeating itself, either it stops at some point, means finite number of digits हो decimal part में, या नंबर अपने आप को रिपीट कर रहा हो, स्पेसिफिक पैटर्न रिपीट कर रहा हो. दिस टाइप ऑफ डेसिमल फ्रैक्शन आर कॉल्ड रैशनल नंबर्स. नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस irrational numbers, the number which cannot be written in the form of p/q. But what if when the number is not in p/q form, or if it is in decimal form? So how we are going to recognize that is rational number or irrational number? It may be noted that the decimal representation for the irrational number are neither terminating nor repeating in blocks. The decimal form of an irrational number would continue forever and never begin to repeat the same block of digits. Number is not in p/q form, the number is in decimal form. So how we are going to recognize that either this is a rational number or an irrational number? So for that purpose, keep these two things in your mind. In decimal part, the numbers will be non-terminating and non-recurring. ना ही वो फाइनाइट नंबर्स होंगे डेसिमल पार्ट में, और ना ही वो एक स्पेसिफिक पैटर्न अपने आप को रिपीट कर रहा होगा, ठीक है. They will not repeat themselves in blocks. For example, let's take examples. For example, under root 2 is equal to, for example, under root 2 is equal to 1.41421356 up to so on. So here you can see that number one, they are not terminating itself at a specific point, means the decimal part does not have finite number of digits. Fine, number one. Number second, non-recurring, they are not repeating, specific pattern is repeating itself, or we can say that they are not repeating in blocks. like 4 is repeating 1 and 2. You don't have to look at this कि 4 तो भाई एक दफ़ा भी आ रहा है, ये लें एक और दफ़ा भी 4 आ रहा है और आगे भी कहीं 4 आ जाएगा. No, you have to look at the block. Specific number of pattern like 3 6 3 6 3 6 4 1 2 4 1 2 4 in the blocks they should repeat itself, or the specific pattern should repeat itself. Fine. So these type of numbers are called, what they are called? Irrational numbers. Fine. So I hope you have got it. A quadratic surd is an expression containing square root such that the number under the square root is rational number and is not a perfect square. क्वाड्रेटिक सर्ड क्या है हमारे पास? क्वाड्रेटिक सर्ड एक ऐसा एक्सप्रेशन है जो कंटेन करता है स्क्वायर रूट को, ठीक है, और जिसमें हमारे पास स्क्वायर रूट के अंदर वाला नंबर हमेशा क्या आता है? रैशनल नंबर आता है, लाइक दिस ए. एंड ये परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नहीं होता, ठीक है. लाइक अगर मैं कहती हूँ 7 स्क्वायर इज 49, सो दिस विल नॉट बी अ सर्ड बिकॉज ये तो हमारे पास कैंसिल हो जाएगा और आंसर इसका 7 आ जाएगा. या हम कहते हैं जी 36, तो 36 इज अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर ऑफ 6, सो ये क्या हो जाएगा? हमारे पास कैंसिल हो जाएगा, आंसर 6 आ जाएगा. द नंबर अंडर द स्क्वायर रूट शुड बी रैशनल नंबर्स, फाइन, एंड इज नॉट अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर, ठीक है. Let's move to the next slide. Here we are taking an example of the surd. We can see that this square root is called radical symbol. This one is called radical symbol, and inside of this square root this one is called radicand. This can be index, can be 2, can be 3, can be 4, can be n, and this is called index. And whatever is with the surd or the coefficient of the radical. If the index is not shown, it is implied to be 2. तो ये of course सी बात है कि वो 2 ही होगा. Like radicals have the same radicand and index. Fine. This is called third order surd. If we are saying that second order surds, then the index should be 2. Now let us discuss the topic surd of second order and its application. We will apply the basic operation plus minus multiply on surd of second order. So how we are going to do that? For addition and subtraction of surds, whenever we are going to add and subtract two surds, we have to check. First of all, what we are going to check is that if they are similar surd or dissimilar surds. Means they are similar, एक जैसे surds हैं या dissimilar हैं. Follow the following steps to find the addition and subtraction of two or more surds. Step number 1, convert each surd in its simplest form. जहां तक सिंपल हो सकता है आपने उसको सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करना है, ठीक है. स्टेप 2 में करना है, देन फाइंड द सम एंड डिफरेंस ऑफ द रैशनल कोफिशिएंट ऑफ लाइक सर्ड्स. Step number 3, finally, to get the required sum or difference of like surds, multiply the result obtained by step 2 by the surd factor of like surds. Step 4, the sum or difference of unlike surd is expressed in a number of terms by connecting them with positive sign or negative sign. Here there is an example. Number 1, you can see that the step 1 we have to check either they are similar surds or dissimilar surds. They are similar surds. Fine. It will be very easy for you if you consider surd as a variable. Like if you have 2x plus 3x, so it will be 3 plus 2 coefficients are add and x, or you can say x can be taken as common and 2 plus 3, so it will be 5 into x. Fine. So here this surd is taken as common and the remaining will be inside a plus minus b. Let us take another example of the surds. Here if we are going to add them up, so first of all we have to check either they are in same order. Yes, these both two surds are of same order. Their order is 2. What is the index? Index is 2, so their order is 2. Next thing we have to check that either they are in simplest form or not. They are not in simplest form, so we have to convert the surds into the simplest form. See 8. So let's do prime factorization. 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So it will be 2 cube. Here the order is 2, so I am going to make 2 square into 2. पेयर of 2 बना रही हूँ मैं, ठीक है, क्योंकि हमारे पास order 2 है. See here, in the place of 8 I have written 2 square into 2. So that this 2 will come out, this 2 is cancelled with this and it will come out, and the remaining will be inside. Or we can also write like this, 2 square and 2. This will be cancelled out and just remaining will be 2 under root 2. So that when the two surds A into B are multiplied with each other, so we can write it down A into B. We can make them separate, but if A plus B is there, then we are not allowed to write it down like this. If we are having A by B whole under roots, then we can separate under root A, under root B. We can write them in separate form. Fine, न्यूमिनेटर में अलग कर दें अंडर रूट और डिनोमिनेटर में अलग कर दें. बट इफ a minus b is there, so we cannot write under root a minus under root b. Do prime factorization of 18. 2 9s are, 3 3s are and 3 1s are. So 18 will be 2 into 3 square. So in the place of 18 I have written 3 square into 2. So this 3 and square root are cancelled with each other and it will come out, and remaining will be inside 2. Fine. Now if we are going to add them, what will be the result? It will be 2 under root 2 plus 3 under root 2. Under root 2 will be common and the remaining will be 2 plus 3. So it will be 5 under root 2. Fine. Simplify by combining the similar terms. So let's do this example. 45 minus 3 under root 20 plus 4 under root 5. Here to make prime factorization of 45, 20 and 5 is a prime factor. So 45 will be, and 20 2 10s are. Fine. So let's substitute it like this. It will be 3 square and we have made them separate. 3 is outside, 2 square into 5, 4 into 5. Fine. It will be cancelled out. So this is 3 under root 5 minus square and under root is cancelled. So it will be 6 plus 4 under root 5. Under root 5 can be taken out as common, so remaining will be this, and 5 under root 5 into 3 minus 2, it will be 5 into 1, that will be 5 as answer. So we note it down that under root 5, under root x and under root y, if they are separate, so we are not going to combine them. This is not allowed. Two surds are subtracting from each other, so we cannot write it down under one radical sign. If two surds are adding with each other, we cannot write it down under one radical sign. Fine. Students, now we are going to discuss multiplication and division of surds. When we multiply surds, we multiply any whole number written in front of that radical sign. Means if this is the radical sign, we have to multiply the coefficient, this is with the surd, this is that coefficient of surd, as well as multiply the number under the radical sign, and whatever number under the radical sign like 2 and 3, we have to combine them up and then multiply them like this. Fine. You can see in this example, here we are having two surds, 6 under root 3 and 2 under root 5. Here we have to multiply this surd ones coefficient with surd 2 coefficient, like 6 multiplied by 2, the coefficients will be multiplied with the coefficients, the surds will be multiplied with the surds, like 5, 3 multiplied by 5, so 12 under root 15. I have told you earlier as well, whenever you are dealing with the surds, consider surd as a variable, like having 6a multiplied by 2b. Then the answer will be this coefficient of a and coefficient of b will be multiplied with each other. That will be 6 2s are 12 into ab. Same like here, same in the case of surds, coefficients will be multiplied with the coefficients and the surds will be multiplied with the surds. We are having property of multiplication of two surds. When two surds are multiplying with each other, like a into b, then they can be combined under one radical sign. सर्ड्स मल्टीप्लाई होती हैं तो अंडर वन रेडिकल साइन आ सकती हैं और मल्टीप्लाई हो सकती हैं, ठीक है. दिस इज द प्रॉपर्टी. इसी तरह डिवीजन की भी प्रॉपर्टी है कि अगर हमारे पास दो अलग अलग लाइक ए बाय सर्ड ए है और यहाँ हमारे पास बी है, यानी अंडर रूट ए डिवाइड बाय अंडर रूट बी, दैट कैन बी रिटन एज अ होल अंडर रूट ए डिवाइडेड बाय बी. दिस इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ सर्ड्स, ठीक है. बट एडिशन और सब्ट्रैक्शन में ये प्रॉपर्टी अप्लाई नहीं होती. सेम व्हेन वी डिवाइड सर्ड्स, divide any whole number written in front of the surd means the coefficient will be divided with the coefficient. Divide the number under the radical sign with each other. Like हमारे पास ये 2 4s are 8 and 3 2s are 6. So same like अगर मैं इधर की तरह से अगर हम इसको ट्रीट करें तो ये मेरे पास हो जाएगा 8a square by 2a. So it will be 2 4s are 8 and a is cancelled with 8, so remaining will be 4 into a. Here you can see that we are having 8 by 2 and we know that the property of the surd is that radical sign can be combined. So 6 divided by 3, so 3 2s are 6, 2 4s are 8, so it will be 4 under root 2. So let's move to our next slide, that is question number 2. I am giving you some examples how we can apply the property of the surd. Properties of multiplication and division, which I have told you in the previous slide. Here we can combine 18 divided by 3 2s are 6, and afterwards we can combine 18 by 6. 2 3s are 6, 2 9s are 18, 3 3s are 9, that will be under root 3. Let me give you the sum up of today's lecture. I have told you this is called radical sign, fine, and this is a, n is the index of surd. This a is called radicand. Radicand means whatever is under the radical sign is called radicand, and this should be rational number, fine. Another thing we have discussed that this is called index and this called order of surd, fine. This whole will give us an irrational number. A by b can be written as under root a by under root b, number 1. Number 2, we have discussed under root a into under root b can be written as a whole under root a multiplied by b, fine. Number 3, we have discussed at under root a plus under root b cannot be written as under root a plus under root b. Number 4th one, we have discussed that under root a minus under root b not equal to under root a minus b. And I hope you have understood today's lecture. If you are facing any issue, then do write down into my comment box. So students, in my next video we will discuss the procedure of rationalization. What is rationalization, what is the conjugate, and how we are going to rationalize third. Exercise 4.4, some questions we will discuss. So keep watching my videos. Stay blessed, keep smiling. Allah Hafiz.